Hello guys, and welcome back. This is a special video that was requested by my beautiful sis Bukola Ori. You wanted me to take you on a plant haul, indoor, particularly my indoor plant haul. I do not have a lot of plants indoors, to be honest. I do have plants indoors, but not as much as you would think. Yeah. I think this is the place where I have the most plants, and because it's the summer, quite a few of my indoor plants are out in my garden, blending and enjoying the sunshine with the rest of the gang out there. But I'm going to take you around and show you what I have indoors. And if you have any questions about these plants, you can leave them in the comments. I'm starting off with this really messy space right here. This messy space right here is my home office. Is where I work from home. It looks like a teacher's, yes, the teacher space. You can see all my books and my teacher glasses. You know what I mean? When I'm marking those papers, yes, it's all happening here. My webcam, my computer, but then I've got a lot of sunlight coming in from here. So what you'll find, in fact, this is the most popular plant in my house. It's the weeping fig. I like it because it feels like you have these trees. In fact, the two of them usually are together in front of my desk, together, because they screen off the sunshine. They enjoy it. I put the blinds down so it's not direct sunlight for them, and I try to water them to keep them cool, and they keep me cool as well and screen off the direct sun from my work. So yeah, so I have those. I have my ZZ, which is hiding somewhere at the back there. Yeah, so those are the plants I have there, and there's one there called bush lily. I'm gonna show you now. I haven't actually, I only just found out. There you have it. I only just found out that the name of this plant is bush lily, and it's the first time I'm actually seeing something like a flower coming out of it. Can you see? It looks like a flower coming out. I've had it for, I always used to think it's a mystery plant, you know. Someone gave it to me, a family friend. A family friend gave it to me because she knows about my love for plants. So she gave it to me, she gifted it to me when I moved to this house, and I've had it here. It goes through a drought season because I usually forget to water it. I leave it there. It stays there and dries out for months and months on ending, until I'll come back and water it and it will start again. So this year I just thought, well, maybe it likes water. I just poured a whole jug of water in it and left it to sit in water, and now I can see like something coming out of it, a flower. So I'm really excited about that. Anyways, that's my classroom. So here is another variety of the weeping fig. The one I had in the other room in my classroom. This is the one in my living room. I've just put it on a little plant stand. I've really only got two plants in this room for now. I've got this weeping fig, and I've got, I think that's cordyline or something like that. I'll check what it is. Yeah, so this one, I love it because it's just green. It just brings the outside inside. And with indoor plants, I don't really like all the flowering plants because I've got a lot of flowering. If you've been following my channel, you would know that I have a lot of flowering plants outdoors, and I'm not really too keen on flowers inside, like flowering plants inside the house, because that's just too much drama for me. I'm happy with the foliage, which is the lovely green coming indoors against the white walls I have in the house, and that is perfect for me as aesthetics. And then as long as that plant provides the needed oxygen and and takes away all the toxins that I have in the house, then I'm good to go. I'm fine. Yeah, so that's the other variety of the weeping fig that I have here. It's just the green one, and this is the dark green one. I'm going to show you the other green one as well. Have a look. It's just making some baby leaves now, so you'll see that the leaves are a lighter shade of green. But when I take you to my bedroom, to another bedroom where I have this same plant in a different green, you'll see that that other green is as light as the baby leaves on this one. And some people who don't know sometimes decide to worry about it and begin to take pour water, put food, do this and do that. And they don't realize that that's just the color of that particular plant. It's just the nature of the variety of that particular variety. Yeah. Okay. The other plant that is here, I'm going to show you now, is this one. Yeah, it's usually on my hot seat. That's where I normally make my videos from, like my sit down talk chit chat type videos. That's where I sit, and it's all kind of purpley, pinky, beigey around there. So this plant is beautiful. I love it. It doesn't bring any flower. Blah. It does. It probably does, but you know, at this stage, it's really just like giving me the color that I want, and that's lovely. If you look at that against the wall, which is white, it's beautiful. So perfect or perfecto. Here, I have like a Dracaena bush, a Dracaena forest. They're really pretty plants. I used to sit down here a lot. I had like a little gold star here which was dropping down, and I used to make my YouTube videos from here. It's somewhere in my kitchen. So these plants I chose to be here. I've put them on, like, if you look at there, you will see the stands of different heights. So they're all different ages. This is like the oldest, one of the oldest, no, this is one of the oldest ones, the one at the back, because it came with me to this house. I think this is a new one that I just added, yeah, to the whole lot, but they came with me from my old house, and they do last almost like a lifetime. You just have to keep on watering them. Occasional, once a year feeding, that's all. They are fine, perfect. They'll do the job. They're called architectural plants. You don't need all the flowers, you just need them to bring in the green, and this one just needs that indirect light, you know, so the sunlight is across. You can see it in the reflection of the video. It's coming from the window, but really there isn't even much sunlight, but it's doing so well here. So those are my Dracaenas. These are the other plants I have. Okay, I'm going to show you my most expensive plants now. The most expensive plant in my house is my Monstera. The Monstera, the monster. Oh, I should just take a picture right here like this. My Monstera. It's such a beautiful, beautiful architectural plant. It's like an umbrella. It comes from the tropics. So if you live in the like tropical zone of the planet, of the world, then you should be familiar with this plant right here. Look at how massive the leaves are, and it makes this type of like pattern. I don't know whether to call it a pattern or a display of something. Yeah, I've never seen it flower. It might make flowers, I don't know. You need to support it. Yeah, mine needs to be looked at again. You need to support it so that, because it's a climber and it will be trying to look for where to pitch its tent, you know, to hold on to. So you can see me doing some kind of threading there. Yeah, so it's the most pricey plant, and to me it's the prettiest house plant. If you have the space, it's really big. You need to have like a really big room, because you can see how massive the leaves spread. It can cope with indirect sunlight. You can see how the leaves are trying to get to the window to get that sunlight. Yeah, and the newer leaves are even looking bigger than the older one, the older ones. So as it's getting bigger, the leaves that it's forming are even bigger than the ones it started out with. So this is my you know, in Igbo language they say obidia. This is my, you know, the heart of the husband. Yeah, the husbands, you know what I mean. Yeah, so this is my most precious, most prized indoor plant, my favorite indoor plant of all times, Monstera. Yes. Now, as well as my Monstera, I've also got Calathea. This Calathea here, so tasty, like she's full of it. Too much water, why? She drinks too much water, like I want water, I want water, give me more. She keeps on drinking water, Calathea. So that's what you have to bear in mind, but she's such a pretty plant. I feel bad because I think I've neglected her a little bit because of her quest for water. But I'm thinking in my heart, it might be all right just to dump a lot of water in there and go away, you know? But I don't know. So that's Calathea. And I've got this palm, indoor palm. I don't know what particular variety this is, but it's beautiful. I'm thinking that it might need repotting because I think it's outgrown that pot. It needs another pot, but this can grow as big as this. You can see it's making baby leaves, and just like this one, the newer leaves are getting bigger than the initial leaves. So as it's getting bigger, the leaves are spreading out and taking over the space. So these are all of those plants that grow in the jungle and create the canopy that you get in the jungle that you can walk under and you feel so cool. So I think, yeah, it's all of those tropical things. So those are those two. These are my air plants. Have you got any air plants? Most people come to my house and ask me, what's that there? Yeah, air plants. They are alive and well and breathing. Yeah, they just look like a rubbish thing that you can throw away. But I think I need to jazz them up a little bit because they've been in that bottle and they've just been there for such a long time and nobody's cared for them, and even the bottle looks so dirty. So I think they need a little bit of TLC, these ones. Okay, I'll take you to another place where I have another indoor plant. Jade. It's the jade. This room is a jade room anyway. Can you see there and here? So I got the money plants. People say money plants, but I think it's a jade. So beautiful. I went to my big sister's house the other day and hers is flowering. Can you believe that? So I want her to teach me. I think it likes a lot of water as well, and this is such a lovely plant. I want to show you how to propagate this plant. They call it money plants. Most people say money plants, and you can propagate it from the leaves, from the stems, from the suckers, from everywhere. I think that's probably why they call it money plants. I don't know whether it brings some luck or whether it's because it's so productive. Yeah, and most people recommend that you put it, Indians especially, Indians, you know, Indian people. Indians always have one type of how would I call it, superstition that they hold strongly onto, and I don't know, I'm usually fine until I watch them. When I watch them, I then start to behave like them as well. So they always think, okay, put one of these jade plants by the door of your house or the entrance of your house so it can attract some positive energy or some money. Those of you who like money, yes, this is the one that you have to plant in front of your house. Yeah, so that the money can start rolling in. Yeah. Now up in my bedroom where you can see the street. I usually vlog from here sometimes. It's a nice big window and that's the fire station. You can see the streets. Anyways, the only plant I have here is the fern, and I have it for the oxygen. See, air. It's the only plant I have here. Yeah, I used to do some aloes, but I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what happened to them. I need to start some aloes again. Yeah, so yeah, it's a beautiful view from here. I look into my garden, I look down into my garden, and I look into the road. I can see the streets, and there's a nice meadow. I don't know if you can see it right behind my fence. There's a nice meadow garden, and then you have the streets, and across the road is the fire station, and it's so beautiful. And I wake up to this beautiful fan that keeps my room toxin free and gives me plenty of oxygen at night. So that's what I have in my bedroom, this one. Again, another beautiful plant. So pretty, a climber. Yeah, I'm supposed to put this, but it's nice to trail down from a pot like that. It loves water, but it can survive the droughts. You know, you can leave it without water and it will be there, but once you pour water on it, you will literally see new leaves the next day. So if you don't want it to fill the whole place up, don't keep on watering it every day. If not, you will have a forest of this particular plant. Yeah, I'm sorry, my My age is affecting my memory, so I can't even remember the names of the plants in my house. So when I remember them, I'll say them. When I don't remember them, like I just have this off and on, it's coming and going moment with this plant. It's a very beautiful plant, and again, so many varieties. I leave it in the children's toilet because it's low maintenance and I'm not usually in here all the time. So whether I put water, I don't put water, it's fine. So I leave it in here for them, and of course they don't water it. They don't remember to water it. At least the mist from their showering gets to it. Maybe it gets some water somehow that way. Yeah, so that's that one. So this is the baddest. Damn, you didn't put water. It's literally dying. Go and get water for the plant, please.
Okay.
You thought I will?
Yeah, because you told me what time it is.
You have to put water in it. Oh my goodness. And this plant is so resilient. So, you know, for this plant to look like this, it hasn't had water for maybe 1 year or two even. It's crying out for help now. So yeah, it's really, really good plant. Snake plant, Sansevieria, very good plant. Low maintenance. You don't need it. You don't even need to do anything to it. I want to get some new variety. Look who didn't water their plants. It needs a lot of water, so this one won't be enough. Go and bring another one. Yeah, so let's do the watering now. Dan's going to get more water. Yeah, I find it's easier just to take a baby one. Look, it's having a baby here. I find it's easier just to take a baby one from this than to try and do all this propagation with the leaf, with this and that. Okay, so that's fine. Well done. Okay, so that's that one. This is Sansevieria, and it's called the snake plant, and it's very good for oxygen, and it's very low maintenance. So if you have somebody who is not very good at looking after plants, you can leave this one for them, and you come back once in 6 months to give it water and maybe feed it. Yeah, these plants, this one grows, oops, oh my goodness. This one grows everywhere in Nigeria, and it takes over. So it's here, we use it as an indoor plant, but it grows outdoors in Nigeria, and it grows like crazy in Nigeria. So I think my sister has it, and it's growing wild. And the last time I went, she was asking me what can she do to take control of it, that is growing all over the place, like it's invasive. Yeah, but if you have it and it's invasive in wherever you are, then you can consult me, and I will give you a special consultation on how to control this plant if it's outdoors, if it's outside in your environment and it's taking over everything else. So that's this one. It has a beautiful orange and sometimes purple, combination of orange and purpley flower, and it takes a lot of water. It literally lives in water. It lives around a pond or water, so it will keep on growing, just like the Sansevieria. It will keep on growing if you keep on putting water. It can survive 1 year, 2 years without water. If you don't water it, it will sit there quietly. It will not grow, but at the same time, it will not die. It will be there. Yeah. So the other plant I have in here is the other variety of the of the whipping fig I told you about. So this color, this is a lighter shade of green, so you can see it now here. It's much lighter than the one I have in the big living room downstairs. So yeah, so I have, this is the plant I have the most in my home. I love them because they're like trees in the room. They grow quite like, you know, with a lot of foliage, and they just make the greens. So, and they fall down like an umbrella, you know, so you don't have to worry about flowers, it flowering, not flowering. You just have the beautiful green foliage as a backdrop against the white walls. So that's what I love about them. So this is the last part of my house that I'm taking you to show you the last bit of plants I have. One of my favorite plants of all times, Portulaca. Portulaca. Yes, there we have it. So I'm growing it indoors here because this is the room that has the most sunlight in my home. So it's a sun-loving plant. So I have to water it and leave it in this on this window so it gets the sunlight. Yeah. And you know that with portulacas, you can start them off from the leaves, from the stems, from the roots, from the seeds. They're one of those type of abundant plants that you can always, it's difficult to get rid of them because there's so many ways you can propagate them. So yeah, that's my portulaca. Let me zoom into that so you see it. Right, there we have it. Okay, so the last plant that I'm going to show you is just my peace lily. The last one I'm going to show you, I'm going to get it. It's like, you know, it's in my guest room. And nobody sleeps in this room, so it's kind of neglected. I'm so sorry, peace lily. I'm going to get it for you now and show you what's happening to it. I've actually not had any flowers this year from it because it's really tired. Nobody's caring about it. Nobody's looking after it. The lighting in this video is rubbish because I don't even know where to put myself within the space. Let me get the peace lily. There we have it, literally dying. Let me give it a good drink of water. Oh, goodness me. Bukolari, thank you for requesting this video because these plants, I wouldn't have had the time. I'm so busy in the backyard running after tomatoes and pepper and everything else that is in the backyard that I've been neglecting my indoor plants. Oh, there we are. So that's going to resurrect very soon now. Anyways, those are all the plants I have in my house. They may seem a lot, but I have quite a few rooms, so they're all in different locations within the same house. So yes, that's it. Thank you for coming on the tour with me. If you have any favorite indoor plants that you really like and you would love to share with the rest of the gang that you're really proud of, let's know in the comments which one is your favorite one. I think the plant that I would really love to get is anthurium, and I want to get it for my daughter's room because I don't know what happened to her anthurium. She left it and she kept on leaving it, and one day the cleaners came and they cleaned it and they thought they were a piece of rubbish and they threw it away. It dried out. You know, if I'd poured water inside it, I could have resurrected it and it could have been fine. So I'm still going to try and get anthurium so that I can put it back. And I want a nice pink one for her room. Yeah, my daughter's room. That would be very beautiful, but they're so pricey as well. To get a nice big one, you'll be talking about nearly £20. Yes, that's how expensive plants, especially indoor plants. Indoor plants are very expensive because those who know the value of it pay a lot for it. And especially when you go to the garden centers, you pay an arm and leg to get an indoor plant. But good thing is, once you have them indoors, you can always, like this peace lily, I can split it now and next year it will come back and be even bigger than it is now. So yes, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope to see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you all. I do not take your love for granted. Okay, bye. On our community tab, we do a feedback on all the lovely plants, both horticultural and vegetables that are in the backyards, in the diaspora gardens. So if you haven't yet subscribed, that's enough reason to subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, you won't be getting access to the community content. Also, we love to have a reaction from you. Would love to hear from you. Engage in the community, engage in the discussions. And when you finish, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's important because it lets us know whether you liked the video or whether you didn't like the video. And also, it's good for the algorithm. So be a part of our success. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.